31 is a Black Ops division. Spy work.
It's just a place for people to bend the rules.
Starfleet is here to make sure no one commits murder.
So Kacey, I want to start with you because you play the character of Rachel Garrett, who Star Trek fans know and love from The Next Generation, originally played by Trisha O'Neill. Was your portrayal, what you were trying to build with this character, something that you wanted to naturally kind of segue into what Trisha established in The Next Generation?
Well, there's a lot of life between where Trisha is in, her journey and where I am in her journey, her being Rachel. But yeah, Trisha did such an amazing job. I thank you for tipping the hat to her because I do always try to mention her. She did such an amazing job in that episode. And so how I onboarded that was that I didn't necessarily want to wind up doing an impression of that. There was a moment where I was like, I have to speak the same way she does and I have to move the way she does and play her as though she's a real person. And, that's a take, but I think, Tunde let me know, like, we hired you because of you, of your life force and what you're gonna bring. So my job was to watch yesterday's Enterprise a bajillion million times and really soak in all that Trisha did and add it to the soup of what I brought, which is, my staunchness and also my little bit of wackiness. And so I think we're at the beginning of the journey of where Trisha takes her.
Yeah, fans are gonna love it. I'm very excited for the world to see.
Thank you.
Omari, Alec has a very interesting dynamic, I should say, with Giorgio, where it doesn't feel like they totally, fully trust each other, but they are kind of forced to work together. Talk to me about just kind of developing that dynamic with Michelle.
I'll use your great word choice, because I said it prior in being asked the question. I said they were forced together. Whereas there are other characters within this space, including the motley crew I put together, where it's not a force relationship. It kind of gradually blends or comes about because they're so forced together. I think what Michelle and I were able to do is create a rapport immediately. Our hotels were not far from each other. We tried to get together as much as possible outside of set, outside of work or production, but we did learn pretty quickly that while on set, there was enough off time, enough off-screen time where we could just sit and really build and talk about each other's lives, each other's journeys. This is an Asian woman in America and in other parts of the world because she's so big. And this is an African-American man, and my journey's been its own exclusive reality that she wanted to learn about. I wanted to learn about hers. And so I think the fans will be able to benefit not just from their character unison or this dynamic duo that comes about between the legendary Michelle Yeoh and whatever I brought with Alok or to Alok, but equally, they'll probably see those moments that we must have built some rapport offset and then brought that, of course, to camera, which is the job of an actor, if you know what you're doing. So it was an amazing thing to be able to rock out with a hero of mine. I've worked with a couple of my heroes, Kevin Costner included, but man, Michelle Yeoh, I call her my beloved Yo-Yo forever, and I'll forever work with her if she'd have me.
Very beautifully said. Guys, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you,
buddy.
What are you doing in my space station?
I'm giving you a chance to get back in on the action on a galactic scale.